L200 front brakes. This one's a 2007 model. As easy as they come, providing the sliders aren't stuck. Two 14mm headed screws to undo in the ends of the sliders. Waggle the caliper to push the piston back in, and the caliper should come out of the cradle like that. Put it somewhere, don't hang it on its hose, and then the sliders seem to be stuck. Take the old pads out. Now if the sliders are free, and that one seems to be, you can just pull them out. That one's quite easy. And clean them up, clean the holes, put some anti-seize on and pop them back in. If on the other hand, like the bottom one, they are seized, if you try to turn them, 17mm spanner, you will most likely snap them off. So what you can do is get a screwdriver under, loosen the rubbers carefully without piercing it. You can turn the rubber inside out. A pair of pliers might be handy to grip it with, and they're stretchy enough to manage to take them off over the head of the slider, just like that. Now if you get your spanner on there and give it a turn, it will snap off. Because they're almost a triangular shape and the muck in there acts as a wedge, which as you turn it makes it even tighter. I find the best thing to do is try knocking them in a little bit. Hit the end of the cradle, pop some penetrating oil on there, and if you've got time, leave it for an hour or two to do its job. And then, I didn't have an hour or two, and then get on there with a blunt air chisel and work away at it until it comes out. And out it comes. Clean out the slider holes as best you can. Blow all the dust out. Then you put the rubbers back on the sliders. Put a dose of anti-seize, copper slip, or whatever you happen to use on those sliders. Now of course you should use new sliders, but then you should also use a new caliper cradle, because that was worn as well. But I haven't got one and I want to use the truck, so I'm putting it back on as it is. Then you compress the piston, push it back into the caliper with whatever tool you use. I always find myself using a joiner's G-clamp, and put the springs and pads back in the cradle. Then you put the caliper back over the pads, pushing the sliders out of the way, and pop the slider bolts back in. Of course you should use new slider bolts, but there's always a lot of shoulds on a job like this, Then you get back in the truck and gently press the brake pedal a couple of times to close those pads onto the disc. Otherwise you set off down the road out of the garage and suddenly find you have no brake at all. Hope you found this helpful. Thank you for watching.